To me, grassroots football is the pinnacle of all sports, or all football. It starts off with the children, and they just play football just because they enjoy it, and then when they move up, then they'll start moving up the ladder, and that's when they become either elite or semi-pro. I'm currently a coach. I'm currently an under-9s football coach for AFC Blackpool All Stars. I've been coaching them for just about a year now. The benefits for me is getting out and coaching is something that I really enjoy doing. Benefits for them, we give them opportunities to play football. Every young child wants to play football, and together we've created this team where we just take every single player on who wants to play football, and we just let them play football. That's all it is. My favourite memory of coaching has got to be my first ever win of AFC Blackpool All Stars. It came just before Christmas, and I think it was because they were getting beat a lot before we took over, and we stopped the rot of them getting beat, and we really saw a change in their attitude and the confidence that it brought from the players into us. I just thought it was just a breath of fresh air, and ever since then I've just loved every single minute of it.
Grassroots football is a level of football very much at the bottom of that level. Obviously there's different levels within football, and grassroots football really there just to promote those who want to take part in football, participate with friends, or it just might be at children's level, so obviously grassroots within kids teams which are local, and so on with pub teams from a Sunday, and it's just more for participation rather than getting a lot more benefits out of it. Currently player and manager for a Sunday morning team. I've been involved in grassroots in different teams and at sort of different age ranges, obviously from now being involved in adults football, manager and player, but also from being a player myself in adult football since 16, and even before that with being a kid taking part in grassroots football since the age of around 7. So I'd get out of coaching. Well, I'm not really a coach anymore regarding obviously being a player manager of an adult football team. But previously over the years I did coach they finished with them at under 14s, but a kids team in grassroots. I did get a lot of benefits out of coaching kids football. I got a lot of experience, and I got a lot of experience I could put down on my CV. Personal benefits, I don't really say I got much out of it, because it was more towards the children taking part in obviously grassroots football at the time. But I've gained a lot of experience from coaching in grassroots football. I prefer playing. I think everyone prefers playing the sport, but I do love to coach football. Unfortunately I did give it up with kids a few months ago, but I did really enjoy my coaching, but I'd always say I prefer playing football. So benefits of grassroots football, it catches those who are never good enough to obviously make a living out of football. It's a participation level, so as I've just said, it helps people get involved. Even that's from just playing with your mates, or it could just be for your love of football. So there's always opportunities for people to get involved in grassroots football, and I think it's brilliant. So I do think grassroots football is good for communities because of things such as sponsorship. Local businesses can sponsor football teams at grassroots levels, so there's always good publicity within the community. It also brings community together, so for example around here there's numerous clubs in small societies, and it brings people together.
Grassroots football is I'd say amateur standard, which kids and adults play at for either their own enjoyment or development, maybe to try and break through later on to play for a team, semi-pro or professional. So I currently play grassroots football on a Sunday for King Edward FC, and I also coach BJFF under 14s, so that's pretty much what I do in grassroots. So myself, I started when I was about 5 years old, I think. I liked football, I watched it all the time with my family, and then I wanted to get involved with playing, so I joined the team. So I've been playing ever since. I think I've only missed about 6 months of playing time since I started. And also coaching, I started about 4 years ago. I was in college and I ended up getting my level 1, and I decided that that was the route I wanted to go down, so I joined BJFF. For me, I got out of coaching a satisfaction of knowing I'm developing these kids that I'm coaching now. I get satisfaction out of knowing that my knowledge is going towards their development. They're gaining knowledge from me, then they're taking it forward, they're then using it in games, improving themselves to be the best they can be. I prefer playing, purely for the fact that I've loved football ever since I was little. I've been playing ever since I was little, and I just enjoy it a lot. But coaching I do enjoy coaching a lot as well, but I've got to say playing for myself. Benefits of grassroots football is that you manage to see the game through different levels. So you might watch the football on TV, so a Premier League team, and then you go and watch grassroots and it's completely different. You take that knowledge you get off TV and you put it into grassroots, and then you obviously gain a higher knowledge. You start playing better, you start coaching better, and the benefits are then it can take you far. I think grassroots football is good for the community, because if a kid has a friend that plays football and is in a team, they might say, come along, join the team. So that kid that potentially might just go home, play on his Xbox, not get any physical activity done, can then go and join a team, as simple as that, and start playing football and actually being active. A lot of grassroots teams nowadays do charity fundraisers, fun days, things like that, which get the community involved. So it just promotes a healthier lifestyle and also enjoyment. I don't think kids football will get taken over by any other sport, but at the moment there's a huge debate on whether it's going the right way. There's a lot of money being pumped into the wrong things at the moment, which could be improved to then help the grassroots teams come through and actually develop better players. As you can see at the moment, England don't have the best team, but that's down to grassroots football not actually having the facilities, not being able to fund the grassroots teams to then develop them further, make these players that we need. I think it'll continue for a long time. There's still a lot of people out there that like to get involved with football, like to play football on a Sunday like I do. There's a lot of teams being formed, so I think it'll keep going strong, to be fair.
Kids football, I think, is a sore touching point at the moment. I think a lot of professional clubs are expanding, and they're taking away, especially at kids level, they're taking away a lot of better players from grassroots team, and they're putting them into academies at a young age. So I think it's having a negative effect on grassroots football, because there's leagues, local leagues, who can't fully commit to having a full strengthened league, but also it's making a negative effect on, as for example, coaches, because coaches can't get enough players to raise teams or stuff like that. I do think it'll always take part, but I don't think the standard will be as good.
Come on, come on, come on!